Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie. Happy to have all the earth signs with me here today for your Little Sips Mini Love Tarot reading. These are going to be 3 individual readings, timestamped down below, so if you want to hop right to yours, by all means, or if you want to stick around, that's cool. General messages, guys, here on YouTube regarding the subject of love and relationships. Please come into these readings with an open heart and an open mind. Not everything I say will be your message. It's up to you to use your own discretion, your discernment, your intuition, most importantly. If it doesn't seem to resonate with you, do have faith it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it. That being said, it is my goal, it is my aim, it is my intention that many of these messages will resonate with you, motivate you, empower you, inspire you, confirm something you're thinking or feeling. Coming at this with love and positivity, so I am asking if that is what you take away here today, okay? Everything else about this reading will be down in that box below for you, the decks I'm using, how to book a personal, my social media. Yeah, like, share, subscribe wherever you can, and let's hop in. We're gonna go backwards, so we're gonna start with my Capricorns. All right, Capricorns in love. As my straps are falling down, nobody saw that, right? All right, Capricorns in love. Capricorns. Tell me about Capricorn's love life. What's good, Capricorn? How you guys been? Happy Libra season. Good time for relationships, right? Good time for communication, contracts. All right. We'll take a couple more. All right. All right, so you actually have very strong cards here. You got 2 knights. Okay, so coming up, typically I would look at this as your person. So you may have a water sign and an air sign coming at you, possibly making offers or romantic ones. This is a very interesting spread, Capricorn. So what I'm getting at is you may have 2 suitors. One or both may at one point in time be your all-time wish fulfillment. This is the major arcana coming up in your person's spread, which is Aquarius. So shout out to the Aquarian gang. If anybody's interested in Capricorn, you're coming up in their spread here. What both these knights are headed towards, what's right in between them, is the 8 of Cups. This feels like not only do you have multiple suitors, but you may have like multiple people who broke up with somebody to move towards you, Capricorn. Wow, that must be nice. What's the deal here? 2 knights, 2 options. So with this, I mean, I'm sort of being called to say that there's one person who actually has very legitimate feelings, someone who has purity in their intentions and what they're moving towards. The other person is acting more on impulse. And the zodiac signs don't have to correlate to this, but typically this knight is a little bit more impulsive. It could potentially be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. And then you're possibly dealing with water signs here, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, wherever or whoever these signs are in your life. This knight, I feel like he's approaching it slowly. He's testing out the waters. He's moving towards what his heart is telling him to do. So I want to throw something on this 8 of Cups. I'm just curious. It could be that someone may have just gotten out of a relationship with with an Aquarius, though I was about to say with a water sign, in which case it seems like they're moving towards you. I am sort of hearing, I don't mean to be like crude, but almost like a notch on the bedpost, or like a notch on their belt or something. So part of me wants to say that one of these may be more about sexual conquest than purity of love and intentions. And, you know, again, people are looking for different things. So if you're just looking for kind of a hookup player type thing, I think you definitely have one of those coming in. Okay, so a lot of you may also have an Aquarius coming in who is newly freed from like a long-term commitment or a marriage or something, in which case it's like you are what they're headed towards. And I do actually get good vibes from that. Yeah, there's definitely going to be communication with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And it could potentially be someone who already has a child as well. But this is someone who's very curious, very interested. Wow. Okay, a card just fell out down below, which is kind of your spread. So I feel like that's spirit, like, yeah, move on. Like there's more to be revealed here. So there's definitely at least one suitor here that I'm really interested in. I do see the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. So new communication or commitment, possibly someone out of a marriage. Tell me what this night, and you have 10 of Cups coming up as well too. Yeah, okay. So this is sort of what I mean. Your cards are popping, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, you have 4 knights. Okay, we're gonna get there. whether this is an air sign or not, doesn't have to be. I just want to be very clear about that. But whoever this Knight of Swords is, again, a little bit impulsive, you know, very chatty, very communicative, but very blunt, very strong with their words, possibly very aggressive. What they're holding on to, though, is their singlehood, is their freedom. So again, this is something where, hey, it would be fun to hang out, but like the minute you're asking me to put a ring on it, like I'm going to bow out because I am holding on to my independence. So that's exactly what I mean about this. Like, this is more of like a hit it and quit it type thing, which again, no judgment, that's cool. This one is more like, there's almost a dynamic of, oh my God, like Capricorn, I want to offer you my heart and I want to impress you. It's like the Page and the Queen. It's like they've put you on a pedestal, Capricorn. It's like, I want to do good by you. I want to do right by you. This could, I suppose, be an apology, Knight of Cups, maybe, especially coming from an Aquarius. But it's almost like this feels like somebody in the scenario had to walk away from something in order to like understand like absence makes the heart grow fonder, in which case someone might be coming back around to communicate with you again. It doesn't have to be someone you know, were in a long-term relationship with. It could have just been someone you dated here or there, you know, once upon a time, and all of a sudden they're coming back in. Anyway, you have options. Moving down below to your spread, you also have the Knight of Wands. So Capricorn, leave some for the rest of us. Interestingly enough, though, none of these knights are Earth, which is your energy. So that leads me to believe you have 3 people in the mix. The other thing I'm going to say, too, it could be romantic competition for your attention or for your affection. This could also just be people in your life, Capricorn. If you have 2 siblings or parents, specifically water and air, I am being called to say zodiac signs, you may have people in your life that are butting heads, or I'm hearing confronting. Yeah, people who are kind of rubbing each other the wrong way, and it's like they're, especially one is being very like cutthroat, the other person's trying to like smooth it out. But yeah, there's people around you arguing. There's so many people in this spread. All right. Anyway, so then over your Knight of Wands, there's a 10 of Cups. So some of my Capricorns may be interested in someone who is already married, especially a Leo. Yeah, so it feels like a lot of my Capricorns are interested in a Leo, and vice versa. The Leo is interested in you, but for a lot of you, this person is already committed in like a long-term commitment, or they're married, in which case, like, I'm sort of getting like wifey, mothery type vibes here. So, you know, male, female, I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's like someone who already has a high place in the household. They're pushing and they're fighting to get out of it and be free, be single, start new. But like, I'm sort of getting it's gonna be a while. You have 3 cards of Leo here, actually. So Leo is definitely coming up in your spread in terms of who you're thinking about or who you may have feelings for. Some of my Capricorns are going to be working with children. I don't know if that's on a project or if you're a teacher or you're having talks about having children, but I don't know if I get marriage vibes from a lot of this. So I'm wondering, like, my Capricorns in this seem single. Granted, I know it's not going to be everybody's story out there, but some of you are going to be very patient, though, to wait for the person you already want. That's sort of the main storyline coming through. It seems like you have 2 romantic suitors, but even though you have 2 suitors, the one you're holding out for is the one you want marriage with. But I know this sucks to hear, but they're not the one that's coming forward. It's the other 2 that are interested. Yeah, so a lot of you have had a realization that someone who said that they were going to leave their husband or their wife, it's like they got cold feet and they're like, well, like it's not a good time right now. But it's sort of like you're starting to understand, well, when is it ever going to be a good time? Like shit or get off the pot. That's sort of what I'm getting from that. Yes, so some of you also just started dating a fire sign, and again, I'm getting you think very highly of them, but there's player energy, so it's almost like that gross thing of like where you're with this person, you're on a date, and they're like checking the dating app while they're with you. I don't like that vibe at all. Yeah, I just, there's something about this that it's weird to me. Again with the Leo. Yeah, okay, so Leo is coming up 4 times in this spread, so I'm acknowledging a lot of my Capricorns are dealing with a Leo right now. For some reason or another, the universe is giving you a lot of obstacles with the Leo. Either they're married or in a long-term commitment. You would already know that. or they're just not willing to settle down, and trying to get them to settle down, it's like wrestling a lion. It's like, no, just, you know, come here and stay, and no, don't do that. And like, it's struggle. It's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of strong arming, and in which case I would say, well, then it's just not worth it. If you're having to bend over backwards to try and get this person to hang out with you or communicate with you, that's a sign from the universe, like, nah, walk away. Like, you can do better. Find somebody who treats you better, Capricorn. And again, you have the Knight of Swords. So here's the thing. This Knight of Swords, who is very much holding on to their independence, it's almost like, for some of you, they're waiting for you to become available. It's like they've been single for so long because they've set eyes on Capricorn. Like, Capricorn is the wish fulfillment. And so you may have been in a long-term relationship with a Cancer, in which case, if that has ended or did end or whatever it is, something about removing the Cancer from the picture, this person feels like it's now or never. Like, I got to come in and rush in and make my offer to Capricorn because I don't want to miss out on a chance with them again. Very interesting. And tell me a little bit more about either this water sign or the Aquarius. So again, the water sign or the Aquarius is newly single. Something about this may have to do with a Virgo, an ex, so that could have been someone they were with or you were with, something about a Virgo here. This person is shining light on long-term commitment, though. It's like they're ready for the one. The water sign or the, the Lovers. So again, Capricorn, it seems like you have a choice. In fact, you have tons of zodiac signs coming up. Now Gemini wants to be seen. Virgo, Aquarius. Yeah, you need to make a logical decision. I'm sort of getting that it's cool to play the field if it's just casual, but as someone is inching more and more towards commitment, it's kind of like, okay, you really do have to make a decision now, because at least somebody here is holding out, again, authenticity, like a cup of genuine love for you. So they don't want to be treated like, not like a doormat, but like an option, right? This is saying you need to make the choice. You can't have too many options in this anymore. Specifically the Aquarius. Yeah, especially if you were dealing with an Aquarius who, the energy can go vice versa. An Aquarius who maybe was giving to many people. It seems like they've gone through like a spiritual awakening of sorts, where they're no longer satisfied entertaining multiple parties and multiple relationships. It's like they're ready to lock it down. And I'm not necessarily saying marriage, but like lock it down in terms of like commitment, exclusivity. Like they're no longer being the player. Yeah, I think a lot of you have an Aquarius or a Virgo who's reaching out their hand because something has ended in their life, something that ended in a pretty brutal way. There's a lot of mirroring, a lot of like twin flame type stuff, but someone cheated on them, and so they cheated on someone else, and like, but here's the thing, a lot of people in this have learned their lesson. It's like right now they're going through the stages of karma about this. So once somebody kind of has that enlightening moment and they're like, oh shit, that really hurt, I don't want to go through that again, it's like they're coming in clean with that Ace of Pentacles. They're starting fresh to approach love in a new way. And for a lot of you, I am getting good vibes with like Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And it's not to say it has to be those signs, but I am being called to say Leos are great. Love my Leo. There's a lot of issues with Leo and Capricorn right now, at least in this spread. So again, shop around, watch a few tarot readings, but for those specifically targeting a Leo, they're either married or they are like playing the field. Anyway. All right, Cappies, that's what I got for you. I hope that was helpful. If you want to book a personal, just shoot me an email. I would be thrilled to do that for you. All right, let's move on. We're going to go backwards, so we're going to do Virgo now. All right. Virgo. What's up, Virgo? Let's talk about your love life. That person you're thinking of. If you're not thinking of a person, this might not resonate yet. It might in the future. Let's see. I hope you guys had a beautiful birthday. Happy Libra season. We are out of Virgo season now, but it's a good time for romance. It's a good time for relationships, right? All right. Ooh. All right. Got some good cards here. So, coming up in your person's energy is Wheel of Fortune. I don't think I need to tell you, Wheel of Fortune is a very good card. Things are progressing, fate, destiny, things are turning in a positive direction towards, leading a life of abundance, especially for a lot of my people who are single right now. Someone, yeah, this, because Nine of Pentacles specifically, I'm being called to say, is Venus and Virgo, literally you guys, and Venus being the planet of love, it's coming up in their heart space. So this is taking a turn of someone who may have not, I know this sounds harsh, but stick with me. Someone who may have not been interested in you initially, they may have a change of heart in which they start to catch feelings from my Virgo. The reason I'm saying that too is with Seven of Swords, it's like, there was confusion. Moon in Aquarius, feelings were not being told or said or communicated, right? Sometimes this can be like what we call the liar, cheater, thief card. It's not always though. And in this scenario, I don't think it's that. It's someone maybe in a lighter way playing some head games of expressing interest and then withdrawing. I think they're coming back around again to express interest. But be careful with that, Virgo, right? Because I mean, you might be dealing with someone who's a little bit of a player, right? Someone who yeah, kind of clandestine activities in the sexual arena, right? Let's throw some clarifiers on that though, because the first two cards are very positive. I like this a lot. In fact, there may be a Virgo coming in to make an offer to you. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is unexpected. This comes in out of the clear blue. Someone who's willing to put the effort into a relationship. Okay, beautiful. I love this. Ace of Wands in reverse in the upright. It is positive in the upright. It's communication, but it's also very phallic. It's also very sexually charged, like, oh, let's do this. Because I was saying, I don't know, this person may come back around. I actually love that it's being clarified this way because I think this means that they've changed their player energy, or they're thinking about, or they're no longer thinking with their, you understand what I'm saying? They're making more logical decisions. Gosh, this is complicated though, isn't it? Because for some of you, I'm sort of getting the story of the past where someone came in and then with the tower, it's like they kind of broke you. It felt like it all got stripped away from you at once. And in which case, it didn't seem like there was reciprocity. It's like you were left to pick up all the pieces and rebuild your life because they withdrew their offer. So for some of you, I'm not necessarily saying that's coming in because that's sort of being relayed to me as a past scenario. So, I mean, just, you know, be cautious, be aware, pay attention. But I don't know, the tower to me seems kind of positive here. And I don't usually say that. I want to be clear. Usually I'm more of a person who sways with the towers like the holy shit moment. I think it is, but because it's clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, this would be a positive tower, something that comes down in order to rebuild, but not in a painful or excruciating way of, oh my God, my heart's broken. It's almost like, boom, someone comes out of nowhere. Someone maybe you've never seen before or never interacted with. It's like, you know, whatever, you got to buy your coffee and somebody asks you out. It's that kind of like, oh, like where the hell did that come from? And universe is like, you're welcome. You know what I mean? That's sort of what this feels like. It's surprising. It may be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius that this involves. Yeah, and I mean, coming up in their heart space, again, nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo, you, and wanting to give you something, wanting to help you out, wanting to nurture you, wanting to show you sweetness and affection. Yeah, because someone has graduated from their immature ways. Somebody is more zen. Somebody is more woke. Somebody is more, yeah, at peace and at tune with what they really want. They're in tune with like their spirit. Yeah, and again, I don't say this a lot, but there's an element to this of like they've graduated from the player bullshit. They've had some sort of awakening. That's what this could be too. Like, holy shit, Virgo's really cool and I don't want to lose them. Or I never had feelings for them before, but all of a sudden, why can't I stop thinking about them? Someone's changed something, but again, it's coming from a place of like, I'm real chill and I'm real cool. I'm calm, cool, and collected now. I want to work with you. That's what I mean. Eight of Pentacles. I've been calling this my unsung hero of the tarot deck. I love the Eight of Pentacles. It's the artisan. It's the apprenticeship. It's the identifying with the work, throwing yourself into the work that you're doing. In a relationship, this is like, I want to give it my all. I want to put the work into you, Virgo. So I like this a whole lot. Tell me more. All right, let's do this deck. Why not? All right, so tell me what Virgo needs to know about this situation, please. For my Virgos. So, Major Arcana, I don't have tons of them. I have more planet cards. So I have some Saturnian energy, Saturn energy, which is frequently associated with Capricorn. Mars could be Aries or Scorpio. And then I have some Jupiter, which is Sagittarius. Maybe Pisces, but usually Sagittarius. So that may be bits of confirmation. So you're looking for the real deal, Virgo. You're looking for your 10 of Cups person, someone to complete your dynamic, to complete your life story, complete your family. You've had to be very patient. I'm getting there's been several swing and a miss. That's sort of what I'm getting. Okay, especially with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there was a swing and a miss. So that could be someone coming back in possibly, but it feels like, yeah, you waited on an air sign and then they just kind of, they blew you off or they flew off. Something about it didn't work. They didn't fan the fire. What does that mean? Was there arguments? Was there like an explosion or a temper issue? Like anger issue, that's what I mean. Now there is a Pisces involved here. Or there will be. Bottom of the deck, it's like it's not here in your spread, but the energy is, around the corner, so to say. Yeah, you're done with the people who are fooling you. The one who are playing tricks on you. You want someone legit who will fight for you, who will protect you. Someone who says what they mean, someone who sticks to their word. Now, this probably was not someone who did that. This is someone who went back on their word. I have to be honest, for some of you, that person is coming back, and it's up to you whether you want to take them, Virgo. You don't ever have to do that. Everybody has free will. You're always going to be in the driver's seat of your life. Some of you are going to give this person a second chance, particularly if it's someone you've already had children with. Someone your family is already very close to, or someone your family already knows, particularly a Gemini. And again, some of you have a Virgo coming in, and it's someone who wants to join worlds with you. It could be an Aries as well. Yeah, I am getting an energy. Somebody who didn't fight for you before, they come back in, I'm wanting to say a little bit more aggressively, but it's in a good way. It's like, no, like I'm actually going to follow through this time. Like I actually want to follow through with what I said I was going to do the first time, and I just couldn't quite get my shit together. It seems like somebody comes back around to give you something that they couldn't offer you before. And if none of this is making sense, for those who are just single and looking, you definitely have Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces on the horizon. Now, certainly that could be friendship, right? These are ultimately relationship readings. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of this could swing romantic. A lot of you have a Pisces, maybe a Cancer coming back to heal something with you because they don't want to let go yet. They know there are wounds to be healed. There's been some harsh words exchanged between you guys, but they're all up in their feels. They have insomnia. They have trouble falling asleep at night because they're thinking about what transpired between you, and try as they might, they just can't let go. It's like that cliff where it's like, okay, I let Virgo go. They're like, no, not yet. Don't give up on me. Don't you give up on me. That's what this feels like. So, all right, Virgo. I mean, this was a pretty consistent reading, so I hope that makes sense to some of you. Hang in there, literally the fool hanging off the cliff, if you want to, right? Again, nobody has to take anyone back if that's not your message. And there is some new energy there, too, with Ace of Wands. There could be a fire sign on the horizon, but because it's in reverse, it's like the energy isn't quite here yet. So you got some options there, as did Capricorn. Capricorn had, I think, 4 nights coming in, so... All right, moving on. Taurus, what's up, my Taurus friends? How are you guys doing? Let's talk about your love life. What do we got on deck for Taurus? What do the tarot cards have to say for my Taurus squad out there? How you been, Taurus? Happy Libra season. Tell me about that person Taurus is thinking of. I feel something positive, Taurus. I do. Let's see. All right, so your person is taking or has taken a very long time to understand what it is that they want versus what it is that they need. Particularly a water sign, it might be a Pisces. It feels like they were overwhelmed with feelings, but they've made mistakes in the past about choosing the wrong people. So with you, they wanted to be very certain. It's almost like they were setting, I heard love traps, but it's almost like they were purposely setting up situations to see how you reacted to things. I know this sounds very like strategic and masterminding the situation, and more or less it is, but it's not in, I don't know how else to describe it. It's not in a manipulative way. It's something to see if you would take the bait. And for a lot of you, it's not because they're trying to be difficult. It's because it feels like they're wanting to get to know you very fast. They're not letting things maybe develop organically and get to know people in a more authentic way. So this person may be trying to rush the love process, but ironically, because of that, they're taking their time deciding. I know that's a contradiction of the message, but that's why I'm confused as well. It's like they're not jumping to commit to anything with you, but they are wanting to keep hanging out because, I don't know, it's like every time you're with them, you learn something new. Or, okay, this feels like this person is trying to give you an out. That is exactly how I would phrase this. Thank you, Spirit. That took me a minute. This person may have a lot of baggage, especially your Pisces, your Scorpio, your Cancer. It doesn't have to be, but a water sign, they have been hurt a lot in the past. So they almost anticipate that once you get to know them, you're going to run. And so I think this person is purposely giving you reasons to run. But again, that crazy psychology that's all of us have, right, in some form or another, they don't want you to leave. They're testing you, but it's like they're so desperate to have someone to hold on to that I will say they might not be making decisions in the highest vibration, but it's because they're very wounded inside. They're very hurt. I'm not talking shit about your person, especially for the cross-watchers. That's not my intention here at all. But there is something where what you're being seen is not the full picture. This person is used to being under attack, I'm hearing. This person is used to having a lot of rejection. This person is used to their partners dipping out on them just when they start to catch feelings. And so before they fall head over heels in love with you, which FYI, they probably have a little bit, but they're trying really hard to conceal it. It's like they're duking it out with you, but really it's like an internal battle, an internal struggle to see how much this relationship can withstand right out the gate. So I don't know if I love their approach in love. It could also be a fire sign that's doing this as well, particularly in Aries, but it could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, or again, a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You do have a couple cards of Leo here. This is all going down in Libra season, by the way. It's very interesting. Again, I don't know if I love their approach to this, but it seems like they're trying to protect their heart so that they don't fall in love and then get very heartbroken and disappointed. Now, with that, I can tell you, this person has a lot of emotional scars, a lot of emotional baggage, and a lot of damage that's been done to them. That's the thing. I'm not talking shit because I actually feel for them. This person is really... It feels like they've cried a lot of tears. And so with that, you might just be the answer to their prayers. With that, though, I'm going to add the PS, though, that this person needs to understand that they don't need approval from other people. They need to be thriving with self-love in order to be ready to actually accept real, authentic relationships in their life, because they beat themselves up a lot. They look at other people rejecting them as that, oh, there's something wrong with me, when really it's... For a lot of them, it was just circumstantial. It was, you know, karmic relationships, but it wasn't the one. And it feels like this is a person who gets into a relationship and every time it's like, I hope it's the one. And it's almost like they need to go into a relationship with a new approach of, I'm just going to get to know this person. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to roll the dice and just put my heart on the line. And yeah, there is some heavy energy. So what does the universe want you to know? Yeah, some of you might be dealing, again, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Take it slow with this person. Part of it might be aggravating because you may, I don't know, something about the timetable of how you guys do things are different. It's like one day they're raring to go and you're just like, whoa, chill. And then other days it's like, Taurus, you're ready to go in for the kiss. And they're just like, whoa, I'm not ready. Like, it's very like you guys are not on the same, like I'm hearing beats and rhythms. I don't know if anyone's a drummer or a musician out there. Maybe somebody in this relationship is. It's saying patience, all in good time, balance. It's like the sun is trying to rise above the sky. We're trying to get into the clear, out of the darkness, away from the bullshit. And I'm not saying this person is bullshit or what they've been through is bullshit, or vice versa. This could be you, Taurus. It's saying you need to practice patience with this person because, yeah, in a sense, it's like they've been very wounded in the past. And so they are trying to put themselves out there. But it's almost like if they could just be more honest about their past. And this is a harsh one. Are you ready for this? Especially for my cross-watchers. They need to stop playing the victim so much. Just because one person has hurt them doesn't mean the whole world is out to get them. And that's very much what this person's mentality is. They are afraid to fall in love again. So again, you can dip out of this, or you can understand, I'm going to have to be real patient, but I'm sort of getting slowly, like a flower blooms and opens up. This person will open up to you eventually, but they're used to being shut down, that they come at things very defensive. Very Two of Swords, like, what do you want from me? What are your intentions here? And it's like, yeah, it's like they're setting love traps for you to fall into, but I don't know if love traps. They're setting traps for you to fall into to understand, okay, well, if I do this, how are they going to react? If I say this about myself, what is their, do you understand? It's like they're testing the waters with you. But it does seem like my Tauruses are interested, but again, they're a little bit suspicious. Like, this person is cool and we have a lot of fun, but then they kind of, I'm sort of like reading for your mind. It's like, you're like, but there's something just kind of off about the way they're doing this. Yeah, I think you're very conflicted about this because it feels like everything goes smoothly and then they turn on you. Give me one more on that, please. Yeah, you're equally confused. That's what I mean. This is not all lost. You're both Seven of Cups. It's like one day you're in, one day you're like, wait a minute, what? And it's vice versa. It's like you guys really need to get on the same page. Pun intended. I think some of you are suspicious that this person is entertaining multiple partners. Yeah, I was about to say, that's not the case. Absolutely. Especially your Virgo, but also the Hermit is individual. It's one, it's solo. This is not a player energy in this card, right? They're alone on the train. There's no one else in there but them. That is what's freaking them out, though, is this person has almost... It's almost like they have this mentality of, I'm going to be single forever. I'm never going to find my person. But it's like they're blocking their own damn blessings because the minute someone like you expresses interest, like, hey, want to blend cups? Want to go out? I'm interested. They're like, wait, what are your intentions? Well, but this person wants love so badly. So this person has some stuff to work through. I think your best approach is to, kill them with kindness, but understand that it's like this isn't really up to you. You sort of need to release control, and either this person will come around or they won't. But I want to be very clear, you cannot fix this person, Taurus. As much as you may want to do that or nurture them and help them, by all means, be kind, make warm gestures. But this is such a hard message, but I do feel like this person, it would serve them to talk to like a professional, like a counselor about their feelings, and because they're really in deep of like wounded victim, like wounded warrior type mode, and it's impacting their ability to love fully when that's what they want so bad, especially your Sagittarius. Yeah, so this is a slippery slope. For some of you, I think you're going to try and make it work, and slowly your person over time will start to open up to you. Others of you, it feels like an accident waiting to happen. Like every time you come a little closer, they pull back, but then they're like, but why didn't you call me? And you're kind of like, I feel like I'm walking on like a fucking tightrope. Like, what do you want from me? And again, just you saying that, even if you say it in jest, it's going to set them off and be like, that's it. Nobody loves me. Like, oh, this person is a lot. And again, I'm not insulting them or offending them. It's just... Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think a lot of you do have feelings for this person, but you're gonna end up pulling the plug as out of care for your person. It really is selfless. It has nothing to do with, oh my God, like I'm done with this person. It's like, this person needs help. You've met someone who's just, they've been through it again. Like I want to give them a great big hug, but as much as I feel for them, they're also their own worst enemy because they're not putting their best foot forward. They're not leaving the past in the past. This person is replaying trauma that has gone on in their life over and over and over again. And again, it's impeding their ability to move on into new relationships. For a lot of you, I think you're going to have a talk with this person, be like, listen, honey, I like you, but like you got a lot you got to sort out. So I'm just going to give you some space. And like but it's like you're letting them down easy. And I'll be honest, I think that's exactly what you need to do. If you are going to call it quits, game over, right? You need to let this person down very gently. Like, don't be yet another person who treats them like shit. Like this person needs a friend. This person needs a mother. This person needs a father. And unfortunately, you can't be both. You can't be that and also their romantic partner. You can't fix this person. So, God, Taurus, I think some of you just needed to hear that, but I'm going to give you another reading. And it's not to say you have to pull the plug on this person. This is one very specific reading, guys. I know it's not for everyone, but Yeah, it's almost like the universe is trying to make you aware you can't rescue everyone as much as you want to. You have a very beautiful giving nature, Taurus, but you're the empress, right? Male or female. That's the mother. That's, you know, the pregnant one, the one who gives birth to the baby. It's like this person just needs to be coddled and hugged like a child. Maybe they didn't have that in their own childhood, but it's like the universe is trying to get you to draw a line in the sand of, okay, as a romantic partner, I'm responsible for me. But you can't be the parents. Does that make sense? Anyway, all right, new reading for Taurus. I just have to, because that one was so specific and, oh, Taurus. And if that's you, Taurus, I mean, same message goes, you can reverse it. But yeah, make sure you got to love yourself first, guys. I have to preach that on my channel because I truly believe it, you know? And it's unfair to yourself and to your partner to get involved in a relationship when you're kind of all fucked up on the inside too. And that's said with no judgment. I've been there. We've all kind of been fucked up, right? Like, it happens. That's life. But we got to, you know, we have to hold ourselves accountable and heal from our issues, right? All right, Taurus, so you got an earth sign. I'm sorry. Well, I did say earth sign, so I kind of have to say it now. You have an air sign coming in, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who's very excited to communicate with you. And I think they're going to treat you well. This could be an earth sign as well. So air and earth is what's coming up here the strongest for me. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's almost like you haven't heard from this person in a very long time. And this is important, to the point where you've like forgotten about them. Not in a bad way, not like, oh, I'm done with them. It's just like, you know, you on like a dating app, like you went out once and then it kind of never went anywhere and it's just whatever. Someone hits you up again and they're like, hey, how you been? Like, would you like to meet up? And you're just like, it's like, who are you? Oh, it's you. Like, you're very interested, but this person comes at you when you're like taking a nap or something. In fact, you might literally be asleep when this person texts you or messages you. So that leads me to believe they might be on a different time zone if they live in a different country or a different part of the country, whatever. You get like a text alert or a phone call when it's not like shocking, just you're like, oh, like I wasn't expecting that. But then once this person reveals who they are, you're like, oh, tell me more. I'm interested. Like, look at her. She's very sassy there. Someone who probably is very well off or has a very good job, or if that's not the case, someone who's responsible with their money or just knows how to treat people right, male or female, right? Yeah, this person is serious. They're very interested, and you are the apple of their eye. They're very interested in you. So for those of you who this is someone new, they're new-ish. Like, it could be someone you worked with, and again, you was just like, oh, it's, you know, that guy I see at the copier or whatever, but that guy you see at the copier has been, like, giving you eyes for a while, and he finally decides to, like, message you. That's what I mean. There's an element of, wait, who is this? Oh, okay. But you're very interested. You're very intrigued by it. Good. I gotta be honest, I like this storyline a lot better than the first. And it's not to say, I'm not gonna go into it. You guys know, I say this with love in my heart about everything, but this seems like it's on a very clear path to like succeed, ending with a victory, the Six of Wands. Like, yeah, getting the recognition in relationships that you deserve, not always having to play the parent or cater to the immature person. It's like, yeah, like match with someone who deserves you, right? Male or female, King of Pentacles, that's strong. That's earth energy. It's well-rooted, it's well-grounded, and longevity, right? Seeds that grow into flowers and then bloom, and you know, it feels good. I like this a lot. So, yeah. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Also, I am trying to sell some tarot boxes, hand-painted, handmade, and decorated. They're super fun. Support small businesses. I only have a select few of them, but I'm going to show you the preview after this. Other than that, thank you for joining me. I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.